everybody, my name's Nicola and welcome back to my channel. This is the Frugal Cottage, where we talk all things money to help you on your financial journey. Today's video is another update for my no spend January and indeed my no spend year, so don't forget to like and subscribe and let's get started. So we are still only just over halfway through January. Does anyone else feel like January has been the longest month ever? I got paid early in December as well, so payday seems a long way off even now. But that being said, another week has gone and I am here to share with you the numbers for the next week in January. So this is my budget planner. If you're new here, I have these on my Etsy store. I use this week in, week out. It is a system that works for me. I love these. I thought I would start today with my no spend day tracker. This is available as a digital download as well if you want to have a look. But how good does that look? So I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 no spend days and 3 spend days so far. So I'm pretty pleased with that, I'm not going to lie. I feel like 22 is very much achievable now. I didn't know that to begin with, I was a bit unsure. But now that I've got to this point, touch wood, it should be fairly straightforward from here on in. But I really like how that no spend day is looking. And lots of people go, well, if you don't spend all week, do you end up kind of, I guess, like splurging on the weekends? Like, do you spend more? I feel like because I've done this for so long, I don't anymore. I did to begin with when I first started the system. I did feel like because I kind of not spend anything a week, I was like, yes, I can spend now, it's the weekend. But over time, and really kind of looking inwards and prioritising where I want my money to go and what it meant for why was I actually spending money, what was I spending money on, did it really fulfil a purpose? Not really. And as time goes on and you get more and more used to the system and you hone in your own first kind of spending habits and personal finance skills, the easier this becomes. I know no spend days and no spend trackers and all that are very much a love-hate thing. You either really love them or you really hate them. It doesn't seem too much in between. I really like them, that's what I'm starting off with. So at the end of last week I shared that I had spent this much. Petrol was a big expense last week, it's not as bad this week. But that's what it looked like so far. So for week 2, so I'm using week 2 in a planner because I didn't spend anything until the 8th of January, so it was a bit of a waste to kind of use the planner in that sense. I just started it, so it's week 2 but it's actually week 3 of January. I aimed for 5 no spend days. So Monday was a no spend day, Tuesday was a no spend day, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday were all no spend days, and then yesterday was a spend day. So I took the car to the car wash. It really needed washing. I couldn't really see out of the windows very well, or the mirrors were all, yeah, it needed washing. And I was thinking the car wash is quite expensive, but I don't think I could do it by myself. I'm not very tall and I don't feel like I could do you can pay, although they're not cheap either way, you can kind of do it yourself in a store. Don't feel like I could do those. But that has come out of the car sinking fund rather than my weekly budget. That's what sinking funds are there for. If you watch my channel, you'll know I have my sinking fund binder. It looks like this. It's just one of these things. And all of the sinking funds in there are to serve a purpose, and that's how I use those. Again, all of this is available on my Etsy store if you want to join me. Beauty-wise, I needed some more foundation. I buy the world's cheapest foundation, to be fair, and it lasts me ages. I'm not really a makeup person. I wear it for work. And I wear it when I film videos, but I don't spend a lot of money on it. It doesn't interest me in the slightest. However, I do know that I need to wear something so that I don't look too rough when I'm going to work or filming these things, but it does last me quite a while. Then I went to Sainsbury's for some food. I spent £32 and 10 pence on the food shop for the week, and I spent £49 and 10 pence on petrol. I have got a video coming up, I think on Wednesday, that will show you just a bit of a clip of me going food shopping and what I kind of buy along the way. That's that food shop there. And then if we look at the overall numbers for week 2 check-in, again, these are looking really good. I'm really pleased with these numbers. So like I said, I spent £32 and 10 pence on food, and I have £131 and 22 pence remaining. Now, I am in 2 minds about this. So there's still 2 weeks still to go, to be fair, of January, first of all. So it won't stay as that, obviously. But can't decide. So let me know in the comments what you think. I can't decide to keep it in, or I want to maybe This is why I can't decide. I don't know whether to do like a bit of a store cupboard stock up. However, I live in quite a small house now, and space wise I don't really have much space to store lots of items. So in the old house we used to have loads of space in the cupboards, and I used to be able to kind of stockpile stuff. In this house, space is not like that at all. However, I might use some of it to buy things that we use all the time, so things like pasta and tin things and kind of crisps and snacky things and stuff like that, things that don't go off, with some of the whatever's left over, and just kind of make it balance that way. And then if there's still some left over, then kind of keep it as that. Or whether just to go, do you know what, I've not got enough space yet, maybe I won't. I think in an ideal world I will kind of stock up on some things that I know we use all the time. I do need to see how much space I've got and where that might go, because there's no point in buying things if I've genuinely got nowhere to put them. That's the plan. Petrol wise, I think this week is the week I'll end up having to top up kind of Thursday. So petrol's going to be pushing it, let's put it that way, as is always. I feel like my petrol budget is just insane. And like I said, Car and Beauty have come from sinking funds, so they don't have a remaining budget. But you can see there for petrol I've got £119.10, which seems like quite a lot of money. However, if I'm putting £40 odd in a time, it's not leaving me much room for kind of error, so we'll see how that goes. And then overall I have 6 no spend days. I've still not got around to doing anything about Vinted. I will do that. I've got so much stuff that could go on there. And then overall thoughts, another good week. And then I put payday still seems a long way off though, because it does. I keep logging on to I check my online banking every single day. And every single day I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so little left, and payday is still so far away. So I'm kind of just, I think next week, once I've got through another week and then it's the final week, I'll be limping along to payday on the 31st. So that is what my budget looks like for No Spend January week 3. I know that says week 2 there, but it's week 3 for me in this. And I am feeling kind of positive about it. I do feel like, and I said this last week, that having a No Spend January really does kind of reframe the mind in terms of spending habits, what do we want, where do we want the money to go, all that kind of stuff. And also it really does put the rest of the year kind of on a good starting point, and I do think that, and I think that as I continue on I am feeling really positive about how this is going. I think the numbers, barring maybe the petrol, are looking really, really good. And so one of the reasons for my no spend year, and I shared this in the video when I did it, is that I've got lots of housework to do this year. And so hopefully over time, once I've kind of got maybe 6 months done, I'll have enough to do the things I need to on the house, which would be really, really good for kind of longer term things, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's how January 2025 is looking so far. And how are you getting on? How is your budget looking? Are you finding January as long as I am? Please let me know down in the comments if you are. I just feel like it's such a long month and there's no escaping that. And yeah, let me know how you're doing. Are you doing a no spend month? How many no spend days have you had yet? Let me know down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I honestly appreciate every single view and like and subscribe. And if you're not subscribed, can you please do so? It really helps the channel out, and I'm aiming for 20,000 subscribers this year, which seems impossible at the moment. And I will see you again very, very soon.